Good morning, happy hump day, you great group of fucking bitches. It's me, your host, Ale, from this amazing fucking podcast, Sin Vergüenza, aka Without Shame. Today, I'm here with...
me.
Mr. Anonymous, that's what you were supposed to say. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off by saying, okay, I know Vegas is being a whole meme right now or whatever. If you guys haven't seen, F1 continues to be a total shit show. One of our drain covers ended up making... What happened to the Ferrari? Like, what damage was done to it? It was the Ferrari that got broken, right?
Yeah, it was the red Ferrari, and basically the first car like passed by smoothly, and you could hear he broke something or like he managed
something snapped.
Yeah, like something came undone from the street, and then once the second car like went past it, I believe it was his oil pan that just like dropped, and he basically like lost oil, everything, like
I
oil
seen
pressure
like there was
and
this
everything.
video where like sparks were flying, like if he was on the rim or something. Like it was just going down. So not even just that. J Balvin, I don't know if that's how you say his name. I'm pretty sure though. He's an artist that was performing there, and he showed up in I think like a trench coat type of look that was in the colors of a cone, a construction cone, because that is our state flower apparently. So I think we literally just embarrassed ourselves throughout this whole thing. Not only did it piss off the locals, but it pissed off everybody who came all the way over here for this shit. And so on behalf of Vegas, guys, I'm not gonna say sorry. You guys should write a letter in or some shit so they could really fix our streets and our drains especially, because if you live down here by us, where we're literally like by downtown, we get flooded a lot. Like we can't handle no fucking rain. So if not even the strip, if you guys ever go to the strip when it's raining, literally all the strip like garages, parking garages are flooded all the time, like, and I mean flooded to where like the whole bottom level is gone. So maybe this is like a wake up call for... It's Sislak still, no?
Yeah.
Sislak, come on, man, get us some roads. Last week I got two nails in my tire. Now it's this. Like, we need to get our shit together with these roads. Surprisingly though, I guess a lot of gamblers were like spending money, so they say that regardless of it, it's gonna look like a win on us. Like income came in more than expected, I guess. Which is...
Shout out Vegas.
Sorry everybody, that was me. Which is like, well, what the hell else are they gonna do if they can't even watch the race?
Well, I mean, the thing is, they actually got to experience what Vegas is. If they actually went into like the casinos and all that shit.
Probably some people already have been here and they're like, oh, I want to go for the cars. Like all the car enthusiasts that were actually here for that, I'd be pissed. I literally would be pissed.
Well, I mean, I seen a video where even the racers were kind of pissed about it because they're like, dude, like it has nothing to do with actual racing. It's all just a show. Like Vegas, the whole track and everything. He's like, even if it were to work out, there's not really much of a race that we could really do. And it's like the guy hit the drain at going like 116 or 160 miles per hour or something like that. So they were hauling ass. Like this is one of the fastest straightaways that they can get.
Was he hurt? Like anything happened to him or?
No, there's actually his vehicle's camera where you can see like inside the cockpit. He was okay.
Thank goodness.
He basically was just telling them like, dude, my engine just turned off.
There's people suing Vegas, a shit ton of people suing Vegas over this because it wasted their money. So they're suing. I don't know if they're suing necessarily F1 or Vegas, but there's lawsuits going on right now because they were kicking them out of the practices. They kicked them out while that whole thing was going on. Like once they were able to start the race back up after that, everybody was practically already gone.
I will say that this managed to like bring out some crazy ass like people to do some parkour shit, because I seen some guy climb on top of a window on like the 5th story on a ledge just to watch this like race.
Aren't they all supposed to be blocked from the hotels? Aren't all windows locked?
Well, yeah. So it's like,
They
how did
should
he
be.
do it?
Oh hell no. That's
I'm gonna
okay.
try to find the video for you guys and see if we can put it on TikTok. But that shit was pretty crazy.
Fuck. Hopefully everybody is safe, even the guy that was out here being a little monkey. So F1, I guess that's what's happening right now. All right. Let's go ahead and just start off with our first segment. And with this segment, it's we go on this period app. Men, we'll go ahead and I'll do it this way. We'll start off with our question first and then learn about our bodies more for the ladies in the second question. So if men, you want to listen to this part and then after we're done with this segment, with this question, you can go ahead and skip and just skip the next one because the next one is just literally for the ladies. All right. So, and I'll put a little reminder for y'all there. Um, so with this period segment is we go ahead and go on a period app, and with this period app it has a women's chat room, and you could go ahead and just it gives us questions we could all talk about, or it gives us little things on our bodies and how we can learn about our bodies. So right now is our question. So with this question is, do you have a fear of going to see the doctor and share some tips and others like you? And help others like you. Sorry. All right.
I don't have a fear yet.
Yet.
Yeah, I feel like the only fear is gonna be when you know how like men after a certain age limit have to get like shit up their ass,
It's called
like their colon.
oh no, it's not a vasectomy.
He's
a
trying to
colon
act
a
smart.
colonoscopy,
I don't know,
something
but
like that.
I ain't ready for that.
Basically, they shove a camera up a man's butt to see how everything's working in there and check for cancer. It's like 50 something, 60 something. I'm not sure. Don't quote us, guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I know my boss has to go get one like this year.
Okay. Anyways.
Well, it's funny because
Putting
like,
out homies' business and shit.
well, it's funny because like he told us about it and he was like, I already told the lady that's gonna do the procedure to put it in my mouth first and then my butt. I'm like, like of course.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because they have to put the camera in your mouth as well and check like how everything is working from your mouth down, and then they have to check how everything's working from down there up.
Oh, what? I
Mhm.
always thought it was just one way in.
No,
Huh.
that's why I'm like, damn.
I don't even know how I feel about that.
If you're a dick to your doctor and he does it the reverse way, like damn.
Fuck. Okay. So, that's what you're scared of right now. You're not scared of doctors? What about the hospital? Are you scared of the hospital?
Yeah, if I have to go to the hospital, what the fuck? Honestly.
Okay. You were never scared of like shots or anything like that?
No, not since little. Like when I came, I had to get like a bunch of shots on my leg and on my arm.
Uh-huh.
So like I got like over 11 shots on my
Oh.
leg and like over.
Damn, they think people from
13.
Mexico got that many like
No, it's because like on like skin, it has to be able to show that little mark of where you got your shots, and mine wouldn't come up, so they had to keep doing it
your
over and over.
Spanish your Mexico vaccine.
Yeah, so like my skin was too thick and it would just heal up.
Mhm.
And it would like it wouldn't show that it's there. So finally we went over enough times to where they put enough needles in there, I guess.
Okay. Have you ever had a bad experience with the doctor?
Not that I can think of, no.
Okay. Me personally, yep, always been afraid, will forever be afraid. Um my main okay, it says doctors, right? Do you have a fear of going to see the doctor? All right, so cuz I don't necessarily have a fear of the doctors, just like the rest what they
The
do
area?
no, what they do to me and the area. First of all, hospitals are scary. Like they're not scary, it's just like
The vibe in there is so down.
yeah, it is. It's very just like depressing. Sometimes it is scary. Sometimes it's like, why the fuck is it so cold in there? Like,
My thing is like, since everything is white or like gray, like down colors, it's like, bro, like add some blue in here or something.
let's put a
like,
Christmas tree. Like, I don't know, but okay. Or like calming colors, because you know how like at schools they try to paint the rooms like a calm color so the energy is neutral and kids aren't acting crazy.
you know, it's crazy, but our like in our school, it was either a brick wall kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the middle school, since it was like before it was used as a bomb shelter, it would all be like you had a little bit of windows, and then everything else was like white out,
Kind of
like
like
all
a
the other
hospital.
windows. Yeah.
So basically, I am scared to go see the doctors. When I was under the age and would have to go see the doctor, um, it was scary, like getting the shots. Cause for me, the shots were always the scariest shit. I would always pass out, like no matter what. Like I would cry, like I would cry on the way there. I would try to hold it down when I was there and try not to like get scared. But like once they were like prepping the stuff, I would just look at my mom and close my eyes and just like cry. And she would be like, "Just look at the roof." I'm like, "What the fuck? Like it's not gonna." I still feel it. So as soon as they would put the like little rubber band on me and start like tapping you,
Uh-huh.
I was bawling in the club and passed out. So the only time I didn't pass out was the one time I went, like when I was by myself and I was the age, like of the age. I knew I couldn't pass out because nobody was gonna be there. So that was always scary. I've had a bad experience where one time I broke my hand and they were trying to put like an IV in me at the hospital. Why, I don't fucking know. But I remember it hurt. Like it went like it wasn't like over my arm. It was like in my, what is this called? Is this called something? It's
Oh,
just the
behind your elbow?
inside my elbow or whatever. Not like the bone, but like
No, no, no.
inside your arm. Like where they withdraw blood from. So I remember I was there and like once this, it was an old lady. This bitch had to, like, she was like the regular old, like tiny curly hair, white haired old lady. Like she bitch, you should be retired type of old. If you're that old, okay, fine. But this lady, something was wrong with her. You could be a doctor and be old. I don't care. It hurt. Like when she put the needle in me, it hurt. And I knew that something was wrong. I ended up like yelling at this bitch and telling my mom in Spanish, "Get this bitch off of me. It hurts. It hurts." I was screaming. I was yelling. They were trying to hold me down. I'm like, no, it fucking hurts. The next day, my whole hand was purple. So I'm pretty sure I told this story before. Either way, fuck
Ooh,
that old
she
bitch.
pierced your shit.
My whole arm when I woke up was all purple, and I told everybody, I told you it was hurting. And they're like, "It's because you were moving." No, it hurt when she put it in, and that's what she said. So there was that. I've had, there are some doctors that I do hate, like everybody at North Vista. That shit, don't recommend. Um, I was always scared to go to the doctors, like the OBGYN with my mom, because it was like, "Are you sexually active?" And then it was just like a death stare, a hardcore death stare. But it was still always a no. I could have got gangbanged that night and would have been like, nope.
Okay.
Never. I didn't though. I didn't though. But it, like, that part always sucked. I
No,
think.
but if I was, what are the options?
But I think it was like, honestly, the worst part, like, about going to go see the doctor was going with my mom. Cause no matter what they told me, she would take what they said and be like, "You see,
Flip
it's,"
it on you, huh?
yeah, like make it so much worse and like talk shit on me. And it's like, dude, like this fool already made me feel like shit. So now you're gonna make me feel like shit. Fuck you. So it's like, bro, like, I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like going to the doctors with her. Once it was just me, I felt more comfortable to ask questions. Like, I just was more comfortable. And then with her, it would be like, okay, what are they saying? Or they would tell her everything and not tell me shit. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying to her in Spanish.
Right.
Why does this bitch need to know more than I do right now?
You know, you got the backhand of it, but like for me, it was like my mom had me translate most of her shit, so for me, it was like way more awkward. Cause it's like, are you sexually active? And I would have to be the one destinating my mom, like, bitch, are you? Hold on.
Okay.
Am I having a little brother soon? Is that what he's telling me?
Oh, wait, at your mom's doctor's?
Yeah, because like everybody
Oh,
that she would
okay.
go to, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it was the opposite. Like I would be over here, like, bitch, I do not need to know if she's been fucking or not. Like, hold on.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm scared of the doctors. But honestly, like,
How would you cope with it though?
oh yeah, that was the thing, huh?
Yeah, like how would
I'd
you?
pass out. There was no coping at that point. I was crying and passing out, so there was no coping. Now, it was literally just like, my mom's not here, so I can't do this shit, and I would just force myself.
Boss the fuck up. That's what she's
Literally,
saying.
literally, that's all I had to do. There was no coping. I would still cry. I'm not gonna lie, I would still cry. I would try to hold it down inside the office though, but like on the way there, I was crying. I was crying in the club, but coping with it, no. Honestly, I feel like what helped me feel less scared of them was the fact that I was able to ask more questions and feel comfortable being there by myself and not with a parent. So honestly, I think it was just the fact that before, like, it was just my mom, and it would make it really uncomfortable because she would take it all as a negative thing, and it was just like, dude, like, it's not negative. At least it shouldn't be to you, because bitch, they're talking about me,
It ain't happening to you.
literally. So
Is that why it's negative?
I think it's pretty good now, though. How do you cope with it? You didn't even say.
Because I'm not scared of them.
Oh,
But if
okay.
I would have
You're
to cope with
irrelevant.
it, I would say if I would have to cope with it, I would say don't be like, I know it's scary.
Don't. That's like when people say I'm sad. Well, don't be sad. Like, gee, no shit, Sherlock.
Well, it's like I wouldn't say be scared of it. Think of it more as in like at least I'm getting the help before whatever the fuck's happening gets worse, or at least I can put my mind at ease because it's not that serious.
Actually, now that I'm older, most of the time, like 99.9% of the time, I won't go to the doctor because I'm like, I can just thug it out, literally. So, not even no meds. So, honestly, it's all a mental thing. But, okay. Because as soon as I was sick as a kid, my mom would be like, oh, now to go to the doctor. It's like, dude, it's a regular fucking flu. I get this shit. Like,
You guys, if you break your hand, don't be like, yeah, I'm just gonna thug it out like she said. It ain't broken. It's a mind thing.
no, when I broke my hand, I wanted to go get checked. They were over here like, no, don't be a little bitch, and rubbing my hand together.
Oh God.
Like, okay, so we're just gonna sit here and act like y'all didn't break my shit any even more. Like, okay, so one girl said it makes me anxious, but I wouldn't call it a fear. One thing is that gets me excited about going to the doctors is always making it an excuse to go on a date with my husband. The hospital is in downtown Chicago, and we never go there unless there's an appointment. Might as well go have a good lunch. Tell me why every time we came out of the doctor, there was a Peter Piper pizza right next door to my doctor's. So, yeah, after the doctors, we would go get Peter Piper pizza.
For us, since we didn't go to the doctors, but the one time that I did go,
Okay.
for real, like I never really went to the doctor. The only time I went was when I broke my leg, and before I went into the surgery, I told my aunt, I was like, dude, when I come out, we're getting Popeyes, like on God, and she was like, for sure. Went into the surgery. As soon as I came out, the first thing I did was look at her and I was like, yo, can we go get Popeyes? I'm hungry. And she started busting out laughing, and yeah, we ended up getting Popeyes, but for us, it was more like a quick hair. So when we usually go to the quick hair, it would be like there was a like a Subway kind of deal right next door. So it'd be like, all right, get your Subway.
Okay. So another girl said, as someone who works in healthcare, I'm still scared to see the doctor. Well, now this bitch made me scared again. She said, it's also the fact that now I know how some doctors don't take their patient complaints seriously, and how it's always like, if the symptoms persist, please come back. Like, bro, I've been having these for a while, and I contemplated seeing the doctor because I thought it was just in my mind, and I need to muster up my courage to see you. And there you go saying, oh, come back again next time. Like, come on. Then just change your doctor, honestly.
I would say,
She didn't say anything that make us feel better. She kind of just made it a little worse.
well, I would say there's an incident where I seen somebody get mad at their doctor because they kept saying like, oh yeah, we sent this to your pharmacy so you can go ahead and pick him up, and he couldn't. This fool like yelled at this bitch like in the most respective way, and he was like, I understand it might not be your fault. He's like, but listen, they're needing this shit, and I need you to fucking send it, or else I'm gonna have to walk over there and get that shit from you guys, and you guys aren't gonna want that. And like 6-7 minutes later, the pharmacy called him and was like, oh, I don't know what you did, but it worked. So sometimes you just gotta like talk to them a little bit rude.
I would not be rude to a doctor.
I would just
I
because
would
of
not
the
be
fact
rude
that
to a
like,
doctor.
bitch, like I'm over here
The last
scared
time I
as
was rude
fuck.
to a doctor, I'm not even gonna say what happened, because I was in a mental hospital. So
They put her
I'm
ass to sleep. I was like,
I'm
pow, pow,
pretty
pow.
sure like that's what they're supposed to do, but I was just trying to fucking call my family, assholes. All right. So this girl said, "I'm not scared of the doctor, but I'm scared of the bill that comes with it." Period. Facts. This is why I don't go no more. um Yes, when I was a this is another one. Yes, when I was a child, my doctor looked at my vagina and I wasn't aware he was going to do that. And every time I need to go to the doctors, I avoid it because I'm scared. I am so sorry, guys, that there seems to be um nobody that has any way to cope with it. I'm looking through a couple of these and
Everybody's scared of them motherfuckers.
no, literally. One lady said, "Yes, I tried to not go as much as possible. Last year, my mom pretty much made a deal with me to go because she was worried about something I've been complaining about for a while. Come to find out, I was in early kidney disease, so thank God she pushed me to go." I guess it's basically just having a support system is one way to go ahead and do that. I mean, yeah, because basically, I mean, I guess when my mom was there, it was like, all right, I know she's here, so nothing can really happen. So I guess that was the way I used to cope with it. This lady says that's basically the way she coped with it as her mom. Honestly, everybody, I'm going through a lot of these, and a lot of people are really not just saying how to cope with it. So let's go ahead and try to give these people some type of coping mechanism. All right. So having somebody there.
I would say having somebody there that you know is not gonna judge you, whether
Okay.
it be a sibling, a friend, whoever the fuck you
I
know.
think a friend would be a good person. I also think asking questions is for sure one of it, because then like that you're more knowledgeable, so the fear is less there because you know a little bit more. So don't be afraid to ask
Yeah,
questions.
no, for sure. Ask questions because I hate leaving the doctor thinking like, oh fuck, I should have asked him this because I don't know about that. You know.
What else can we
Mm.
give them? One more. Um,
Try to talk to your doctor before you actually like do anything. Like
oh,
while you
like
guys are
anything
walking, yeah,
just
like
drastic.
yeah, like while you guys are walking to the office, like ask about him. Cause I feel like once you kind of know the person a little bit more, you're kind of more open to it. Like, oh, okay, like you're not that bad of a
Uh,
person, at least
I've
in my experience.
I've never talked to my doctors like that. So let's see for somebody that's more like antisocial like me. Let's see. Maybe like give yourself like a little treat after it. Like how that lady said she goes on a date. My mom took us to Peter Piper Pizza. You got Popeyes. So do something unhealthy afterwards because everybody went to go munch out basically. So probably just like give yourself a little treat after you go to the doctor. Maybe you want to go buy yourself a little t-shirt or something, like whatever's around your doctor, just make it like, "Oh, okay, now I'm done. Now I can go buy my Popeyes or go buy myself a little Starbucks or something," unless your doctor says you shouldn't do that. Honestly, my doctor did not recommend me to eat pizza, but here I was. Um all right, I think we're pretty good with that.
I say smoke a bowl.
Okay. All right, you guys. Hopefully, that helped a little bit. All right, now, men, if you want to skip this part, we're gonna learn about our bodies right now. Okay, so, um, so today's is gonna be 5 questions gynecologists are asked all the time. Just for time consuming purposes, we're not gonna necessarily go through all 5. If anything, we could break it up in these next 2 episodes. Um, let's see. So it says, how can I tell if I have a sexually transmitted infection, STI, and what action should I take if I think I do? Okay. It says, off the bat, if you have an unusual discharge, pelvic pain, sores on the outside, or abdominal bleeding episode, sorry, you should be seen and tested as soon as possible. Honestly, guys, literally, if you guys feel anything weird in your coochies, just go straight to the doctor, because you could go down this rabbit hole of Google and it will literally be so many different things. Okay. Um and this is by Dr. Barbara Levy. A clinical professor, and so it says, but some STIs have no symptoms at all. Honestly, especially for men, men are most common to not have symptoms. So men, you should probably get checked a little bit more than women, just because at least with us, most of the time we'll feel something. Not all of the time, but most of the time. So
Period.
Okay. So it's no wonder why they get around so much.
Damn.
That's what it said. Data published by the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, estimates that on any given day, 1 in 5 people in the U.S. have an STI. Damn, me and Savannah were 2 out of the 5 that one time we got it at the same time.
God damn.
Sometimes it's not even sexually transmitted, guys. Like for me, I got it because one time I put a tampon in and my little kitty was not.
It rubbed her the wrong way.
Literally. All right, so then it says this is why it's a good idea to go for a routine test even if you're not experiencing any symptoms. Before you start to have sex with a new partner, ask if they do the same too. Did you ever ask people if they had like a clean test to prove to you?
No.
People really always say that they should do that. Like, I've never done that.
I think that shit's just a little weird. Like, pull out the paperwork.
I know, it's pretty weird. I've never done it before. I don't know of anybody who's done it before either, but
that sounds like
it's
something
recommended.
you do at
It's like
prison.
literally a contract for sex. Like, all right, here's the contract. And it says if you do test positive for an STI, try not to panic. Most infections are easily treatable. Literally, guys, I took 2 pills and that shit was gone. What if they're not, however, is easy trackable? There's no sure way of knowing who you got it from. This means that other partners you've had within the few months could be a source and should be notified, says Dr. Levy. It may be the most fun conversation. It might not be the most fun conversation to have, but protecting people's health has no trump a few minutes of awkward chatting. Or they could give you an anonymous number, and they'll go ahead and call that person for you so you don't have to call them. But if you're the only person that they're fucking, they're gonna know it was you. All right, and then it says, here's another section. Why does sex hurt and what can I do about it? All right. Almost 3 out of 4 women will experience painful penetrative sex at some point in their lives. Honestly. There are a range of possible causes for this, but this is news that but the nice news is that pain during sex is often easily resolved. Vaginal dryness. Due to lack of arousal, menopause, or hormonal changes, even some types of birth control can lead to pain and discomfort during sex. Basically, guys, if a man just tries to like fuck out of nowhere, it's gonna hurt because your vagina literally didn't even have time to lubricate. That's why there's like stuff like foreplay, lubricants. Because if you just shove stuff in there dry, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna rub you wrong again, literally. Does it hurt for you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Why'd you say it like?
Well, because you asked and it's like, yeah, it does hurt. Like
yes. Like,
well,
I don't know. The way you said it was funny.
it's because you know how you said it rubs the wrong way. Like it does for both ends.
So it continues to say there are also various vaginal infections that can lead to the burning or stinging sensation during sex, like a yeast infection, bacteria infection, or STI, explains OBGYN Dr. Jenna Beckenham from Wake Med in North Carolina. So she notes that if your vagina or vulva has become irritated in some way as a reaction related to fabrics, soaps, lotions, lubricants, for example, sex may be exacerbating the effects. Basically exaggerating the effects. This is a different ass word though. So yeah, even your coochie with the panties that you wear can mess it up. That could cause an STI too. Like if your panties are too tight up in there, you gotta pull it out. Like that's why people say it's just better to sleep without underwear, because you know, like sometimes it happens to me. Sometimes I'll have underwear that doesn't give me wedges, but because like I be moving around at night, you know, it just goes in there and that could cause you an infection. So we'll go ahead and leave it off there. Um, but yeah, so that's some of the stuff that you can go ahead and look out for, ladies and men, just in case, you never know if you have a daughter later on or something, but that's that. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into some serious shit that I feel like. Did you ever think the day would come?
That what?
The day that one of the greats stopped doing one of his great things.
I don't know what you're talking about, but sure.
Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg has quit smoking. Did you ever think like the day like that would come?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Because of old age or something? To be fair, he didn't say exactly why he quit smoking, but I'm just saying.
No, you know, they at one point told Snoop that he couldn't smoke blunts anymore, like his doctors, and that's why Wiz only smokes joints. He
Mm-hmm.
really doesn't smoke blunts no more. Um, so I would think health purposes wise, like maybe it's just too much after too like
Too
long.
much tobacco. Maybe it's not even the weed, it's just too much tobacco.
Yeah, that's hurting his lungs, or even just the smoke, like it's just too much. Or maybe
Okay.
he just needs to calm down because he's not getting an effect of it anymore.
Mm. He wants to quit for a little bit. We're not, he, like we said, he didn't say exactly why he stopped smoking. It's just crazy to me that he stopped smoking.
There's I think I sent you the meme, but there's a meme where Snoop Dogg was in a show or a movie
Oh yeah, where
with
he
Dave.
goes up and takes their joint and shit, and he's all like popping up out of nowhere as soon as the smell hits, and they're like, every damn time, man. He smokes their shit and then dips.
I feel like Snoop is gonna be back on smoking, but if not, like congrats to him, and hopefully he doesn't. If that's his journey that he decides, you know.
What's so crazy to me is literally like once I stopped drinking, I was like, fuck it, let me try to like, because a lot of people would do that around me where they're like, oh, I'm not smoking, my tolerance is too high, I need to relax so I can get high again, and I'm like, fuck, like I still get high, like I be getting high, but I never like stop. So like once I found out Snoop Dogg's like, and there was like recently right now, like I said, when I stopped drinking, I was like, fuck it, I want to try being 100% sober. But then I'm like, dude, like my weed don't really do shit to me. Like I be chilling with it. I still be working, doing what I gotta do. And I'm functioning. Unless I have an edible, then that's completely different. Then the bitch is not here. But um seeing that Snoop Dogg did it, I'm like, fuck, like am I just too pussy? Like it made me kind of want to try to do it, like just like 1%, like a little bit percentage, but it went from like 0.5% to 1%.
Meantime, I'm over here like I have to smoke a little bit more for Snoop Dogg now. I'll
Mm,
smoke one for him.
mm, that's crazy. I did not expect that to happen. Hopefully it goes good for him though. So shout out to you, Snoop Dogg. Do you feel like people are gonna try to press the issue on him a little bit? Like, why are you like? Because he literally said, "Please respect my space during this time." So it's like,
Of course, people are gonna ask why he's not gonna do it because that was really like him and him having so much into the actual cannabis business with his weed, his rolling stuff and shit like that. I feel like
damn, that means his roller lost their job.
damn.
R.I.P. to Goon.
But
If y'all need a roller, Snoop Dogg's roller is out for hire.
basically like I
It
bet
was
you
me.
there's okay. I bet you there's gonna be a lot of people that ask him about it. And it gets annoying
Kind of
for
like when you break a bone and they're like, "What happened? What
yeah,
happened? What
exactly.
happened?"
It's like after a while you're just like over it.
Mhm.
So it is basically respect what he's going through because you don't know if he wants to do and he just can't. Or you don't know if
Mm.
like he's trying super hard not to and you're just tempting him, asking him come like constantly, you know?
I really hope people respect him around him because no matter what reason he's doing it for, it's gonna be hard. Or who knows? Maybe he's just like the mindset he has is just so strong that it's gonna be like, you can't fucking phase me right now, bro. He said smoking. What if he's like, I'm high as fuck off this edible right now?
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's over here trying to get into a new job, that's why.
Okay. He's all like, give me 2 weeks, bro. Okay. Um, we'll read. I'll go ahead and read exactly what he said. He said, after much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time. Snoop Dogg. And the picture he put behind it is praying. Like he's all like, I don't know. His picture is just funny. He's really like, it looks like his hands are praying, but his face is like really contemplating this shit. He's like, fuck, I really got to do this right now. But we'll go ahead and spark up for Snoop Dogg in honor of Snoop. I made it seem like he fucking died. Snoop Dogg is not dead, everybody. Snoop Dogg is here. I want to go ahead and like.
He's here in the building, y'all.
Imagine. He's like, what up? All right. So, honestly, I wanted to go ahead and bring this up. I wasn't going to because I thought it was okay. It's not boring. I guess it's like a congratulations thing, but like, I don't know. I guess it was a little boring, but today I basically, my sister was in the. My sister's still in elementary school. Keep in mind, her little friend's a fifth grader. I think she's a fifth grader too, huh?
I'm pretty sure she's in 4th grade. Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I forgot what grade my sister is in, but her friend's a fifth grader, so either my sister's a fourth or a fifth grader. But they were sitting down eating breakfast, right? And first of all, let me tell you about this conversation that I had with these little girls. I asked her friend, I'm like, what grade are you in? She's like, I'm in fifth grade. I was like, okay. I was all like, we like went back to when we were doing it. I was like, I don't know. I'm like, do you got a boyfriend? And she's all like, no. Like she hesitated. She's like, no. I'm like, all right, you're lying. I was like, I was all like, so what are you most excited for? Like when you go to,
Middle school.
Middle school. She's all like, all the fine ass eighth graders. And I didn't process the fact that she said eighth graders. I just started laughing. I'm like, bro, you're so dumb. I was like, wait, fifth grade, eighth grade. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I told her, I was like, wait, you said eighth graders? She started laughing. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you know, like they're older than you, right? She's like, age is just a number. Literally, this is what came out of the little girl's mouth. I'm not bullshitting you.
She got somebody in sight already. She's like, I don't give a fuck. He said, as soon as I hit that 6th grade, me and him are holding hands.
I was like, dude, how old are you going to be? She told me her age. I'm like, you do know eighth graders are like at least 14, 15, right? She's like, age is but a number. I was like, bitch, what? This came out of this little girl's mouth. Hold on. Let me finish this. So then we go on, I don't know what the hell we start talking about. And then somehow it leads to them talking about vaping. My sister's all like, dude, so and so, 2 people got caught vaping in my classroom. Vaping. Not even for like, dude, I wasn't even at that age when I grabbed my dad's first cigarette for the first time. I think I was in fucking high school when I did that shit to look like I was smoking.
She wanted to look cool.
I didn't. Oh no! You know what? In 8th grade, I actually did hit a vape 1 or 2, but it was like the very first ones that looked like a pencil. It was a little black one, cheap ass shit. So like those really. No, as soon as I hit that shit, I was like, nope, I'm gonna get cancer. Literally.
It was a Four Logo style, like, oh shit, you're gonna go crazy.
Literally, so I remember that, but I would literally like even back then with vapes, even though everybody was doing it to be cool, I would literally only hit it like once or twice and be like, all right, I'm good. Like I don't like this shit. But freaking
I feel like it's just because we didn't have them back then, like as much.
I guess so. Well, at least when I was there, I don't know if it was 8th grade or 7th grade. A lot of people had them.
No, that's
like
what I'm
they
saying.
were slanging them bitches.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's the small ones and the big ones, but I feel like the big ones didn't come until like we were in middle school. You see what I'm saying? So for them, it's like their new normal cigarette.
Okay, so and then yeah, so she's all like, yeah. There was 2 kids caught vaping, and then the other little girl, what the hell did she say? She's like, yeah, one of my friends let me hit their vape, but I didn't like it. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, first of all, you little hoochie mama, she's all like over here, but them 8th graders gonna be fine. Like, what the fuck? Like, and so yeah, and then she said,
I like my shit matured, boy.
And then she was all like, yeah. So, yeah, they got caught. And then the other one was all like, yeah, when I hit the vape, it wasn't that good. Like, I didn't really like it. And so, basically, that just blew my fucking mind. Because it was like, the fact that even when we were in middle school, um, it freaked me out already that we were already doing all this shit. But these kids are in elementary school, and they go to two different schools, guys. One of them is literally like in the rich side of, they're in Centennial. It's not even Vegas. They live in Centennial. So they're like literally in the rich. So it's like, it's a ghetto school, because I'm not going to lie, my little sister goes to a ghetto school. And then there's like a rich school. Well, it's still like a free school. It's not like no high end shit, but like the area, I guess. But yet the same shit still happens at both schools.
I feel like you would be really surprised, but at the kind of more
Preppy schools,
preppy-ish schools,
everybody says that it goes more harsh there because the kids actually have money.
Well, yeah, because like your parents are gonna notice $20-$30 out their wallets type shit.
Fuck,
you know?
no, my mama would.
So
actually, no, my mama's lost bills before, and she didn't notice till she had to pay the bills. Literally.
So it's like it happens over there a lot too. But for me, it's like that shit's just funny how the fact that they're over here. Oh shit! I can't wait until I get to them. Like, hold on, like, whoa.
It was just like so crazy to me, like the fact that they're in elementary school and vaping. I'm like, dude, like, how the fuck do you guys get this shit?
Well,
like,
I mean,
I
it's
was
just
already
like
fucking 18, 19, and it was still hard for me to get that shit. Like, what?
Sorry, y'all. Well, for me, it was like the first time I ever smoked was like elementary school, and that was weed. And then cigarettes, I never really liked
But
it.
this is in school. Like, damn, my parents used to check my backpack fucking for my homework and shit or any notes. But, so this subject I wasn't even going to bring up until these little girls opened their mouth. But basically, there's this new study that came out that basically said, in the U.S., in high school students, the percentage was 16.5, and it went down to 12.6 for students that use tobacco, and that's high school. So it says in the United States, it basically decreased over 3.9 among high school students, but it said that it revealed around 10% of students in high school and middle school, equivalent to 28 billion, reported using any tobacco product during 2022 and 2023. That's middle school and high school.
And that's people reporting saying, yeah, I do use it, or they have been caught.
I would have not said shit. And then, so high schoolers decreased, but middle schoolers saw an increase of 4.5 to 6.6, with multiple tobacco products rising from 1.5 to 2.5. So that's pretty weird to me. Why do you think that they're starting so young and ending and like not doing shit after?
Probably just because, not gonna lie, you guys, probably just because of the fact that I had homies in middle school. And like I said, back then when we got into it, it was the big ass fucking vapes. Once we started getting out of that, I started to get into like the smaller vapes, but everybody started getting into smoking weed. Like, so I'm pretty sure it's like you make that switch into like, hold on. They're not smoking
tobacco, they're smoking weed.
Yeah, of course, like,
because this study is tobacco based.
Exactly.
Oh, it's harder to get weed as an 8th grader, so that's why they're going to that.
Mm-hmm. Because as soon as you become a high schooler, like, if you're cool enough with the people that smoke weed and you find out who the plug is, and he finds out that you're pretty cool, like, he'll let you. But if you're that young, he's like, nah, fuck that. Like, that could be a whole ass federal case type shit. Like, at least with the 18-year-old, it's not. And I'm not selling to that little kid. I'm selling to the 18-year-old. See what I'm saying?
You're not. This is just how they see it. Before people are like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, not me.
Damn. I feel sad the fact that, like, I never seen that when I was in elementary school. I don't like that it's going on right now. Like,
okay, but in your elementary school, did you see kids with cigarettes?
No.
Really?
And I go to the same school my little sister goes to, but it got worse over the years. Damn. But I didn't see kids with cigarettes.
At my school, like, there would be kids that would pull up with cigarettes. There would be some
in elementary school?
Yeah, there would be some that would pull up, like, and be like, oh, look, I got a fucking Playboy magazine. It's like, bro, like, hold on.
Wait, so like, they would smoke the cigarette and, like, actually, like, take a good amount of tokes?
Like, they would go out into the playground and, like, you could see, like, a bunch of kids over there, and they would be like, oh shit, and put it out real quick. And then once you go back into your classroom, it's like these same kids get it from their parents. So it's like, bro, you already smell like nicotine, so no difference.
Fuck. I've never seen that. Like, the worst things we were doing as kids was bullying. We never, like, smoked shit or took anything. Like, the only thing I seen, like, in middle school was, like, weed and drinking. But, like, in elementary school, honestly, no. I think it all started in middle school for us.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just because everything is, like you said, changing. Everything really is like they're
How the
experiencing
fuck do they get that shit? Like, do you think they steal it from their siblings or
Hell
what?
yeah, their siblings inside the house, like their parents losing it. You have to remember, a lot of parents nowadays are young parents to where, like, me myself, I'm using a vape. So imagine somebody like 30, 40 who grew up with the bigger vapes and are using smaller ones now. These little kids can just be like, I want to
Because they
try
leave
it.
it everywhere if it falls.
Or like even like they just see their parents using it and they're like, oh shit, like it smells good. Let me try it. And then it's like, oh, okay.
Fuck.
But I'm not gonna lie.
Parents.
The
What?
first time you hit nicotine like that, and especially if you're that young, you're not gonna fucking like it.
I
Your
didn't like
head
it.
starts fucking swirling everywhere and shit.
Tell
Fuck
me
that.
why. Like, if you parents find stuff in your kids' backpacks or anything, or they get caught, do this. I learned it from King of the Hill. Basically, King of the Hill is a show that was like, I think it's not Cartoon Network or some shit. It's like Family Guy type of stuff. So
Cartoon Network.
it wasn't that. It was on something else. So basically, this guy Hank Hill, he's the dad, and his son Bobby Hill is the son. Bobby gets caught smoking, and then Hank gets pissed. Hank is a hard ass dad. So basically, Hank grabs Bobby, sits his ass outside on the porch, and buys him cartons of cigarettes. Like the long packs, not the small ones, no, like the long ones that come with multiple packs in it. And he's all like, you're gonna sit your ass down right here, Bobby, and you're gonna smoke every single fucking cigarette. And nope, he literally made that boy smoke every cigarette. To be fair, it's a cartoon, guys. And Bobby was green. He passed out. Like, he was shaking. Like, his shit was fucked up. And I've heard actually a lot of people, like, do this. I haven't heard of it, like, personally, but I know that that's, like, a common thing where if, like, parents see them do that, they'll make them sit down, either drink, like, a whole case or do all this and that, and just really make them sick of it like that.
Y'all ready
So,
for a scene what went up first?
okay.
Are y'all ready?
I'm about to grab my sister and her friend and be like, all right, between both of y'all, fucking
So, my brother was once caught.
smoke these Dutches.
My brother was once caught with cigarettes inside his hoodie, and my mom knew
At
exactly.
school?
No, like not at school, at home.
She
And
was
my
washing
mom
his
knew
clothes or
exactly,
what?
Yeah, like she knew exactly where they came from and shit. So that same day, she went over and she got, I think, 2 or 3 cartons, and came back home.
How
And
old was your brother?
I think it was either middle school or high school. I forgot which one it was. And she basically told him, like, sit your ass down outside, because they were. My mom doesn't smoke in the house; she just smokes outside. So she brought him outside, and she started
I'm
smoking a
sorry,
cigarette.
but if people smoke inside cigarettes, I'm sorry, but hell no. I could smoke a blunt, but if you smoke a cigarette inside the house, I don't know. I'd judge you.
For
Sorry,
real.
continue.
And she basically stepped outside, and she called him out. And when he went outside, they
Wait,
like
sorry. Did he steal her cigarettes?
no. I don't know whose cigarettes it was, but he came outside, and she was smoking. She's like, hit it, and he's like, no, don't do that. And she's like, oh really? And she brought the hoodie out and showed him, like, the cigarette that she found in there and, like, all the tobacco everywhere.
Oh, it was one cigarette? It was in a box?
No, it wasn't a box. Like, it was just like 1 or 2 cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, oh, it wasn't mine, whatever. Like, and she's like, bullshit, smoke one. And he would, like, the thing we have is, like, we're really hard headed. So when you, like, do that shit to us, it's like, all right, like, fuck it. And he basically grabbed a cigarette and, like,
And
smoked
your brother
one.
10 times more.
Yeah,
He's a
so
fucking jawbreaker head.
basically, so he was like, fuck it, like, and he started smoking it. My mom was like, smoke another one and another one. I forgot how many he smoked that night, but he ended up being, like, so fucking woozy. Like, he ended up falling. My mom was like, get your ass up. And like as soon as he got up, she gave him another one. She was like, "Smoke another one," and he was like, "No, no,
Were
like
you
I'm good."
watching this happen?
I was watching through my window because I
Is she the type where it's like, if you keep doing this, I'm gonna bring your ass out here too right now?
no, like my mom, if she would have seen me, she would just whoop my ass. To be
Okay.
honest, like my mom's cool like that. It was never like
Okay.
honestly, like I'd rather have a mom that whoops my ass than one that like puts me in timeout. In timeout, I'm like,
Okay.
man, fuck this shit. So basically, as I'm watching that shit happen, he was like, "No, like I'm good, I'm good," and she smacked the fuck out of him a couple of times and was like, "You ever fucking smoke again, I'm gonna make the same shit happen. So do you want to smoke?" And he was like, "No, I'm good, I'm good." Went into the house, threw up like I don't know how many times throughout the night. Was like every time he would get up, he would be so woozy that he would like you could hear him slamming shit, like not being able to like walk.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like he stopped smoking for a little while and then picked
Yeah,
up
that
again.
didn't last that
Yeah.
long. In my head, I'm like, that didn't even work though. So I guess that won't work either, guys. I don't know.
Well, it worked for him for a little while, but then once like he got out of high school, he started smoking again.
Do you think the same effect will happen with alcohol?
Fuck yeah. I think it's way worse with alcohol.
No, I'm saying like to where they'll stop.
Oh yeah. Dude, like your first hangover, some people don't forget it, and it's like for some people it's like fuck that, I don't want to experience some shit like that again. And especially like if you have a hard parent, like if I ever caught my kid doing that way young like that, I'd probably be like, all right, next day you're coming outside and fucking cleaning the yard. Come on, like get your ass up early in the morning.
But yeah, guys, watch your little siblings because they might be vaping. They might steal your shit. They might take your sack, or they might take your
If you see your vape
pod.
missing, search them. Search them straight up.
Imagine they're over here like hanging their little brothers by their legs, shaking them and shit.
Dude, that's
Meantime,
exactly what I was
the
thinking, like a
vape is
cartoon.
over here like fucking under your pillow or fell behind your bed.
I hate when that happens.
But check up on them. All right. So imagine like they're hitting your vape and you catch them, and it's just like, what do you do? Like, do you become a snitch, or do
Fuck
you just
that.
like
Beat the fuck out of them. Straight up, bro. Especially like with the new vapes where you only have like a certain amount of hits. If they finish your vape right
they
then
take
and
your
there,
last 1 out of 500?
bro, whoop that ass.
But yeah, so a lot of smoking going around and not smoking. If you're in middle school, relax, please. Like, honestly, it's more insane to me that people choose tobacco over weed. Either way, relax. It's not that serious. Y'all have time. Like, dude, we would still go kick it at parks and have so much fucking fun. Like, what the fuck is going on? This is elementary, actually. So, all the times. All right.
Watch these kids come out to be like, you know, when vaping came out and there's a bunch of videos of people like blowing O's and doing crazy shit.
Right.
These kids are gonna be over here like, bro, I learned
Making
that shit in third
dinosaurs
grade.
and shit, like fucking all kinds of shapes.
Honestly.
All right. So let me say something. Can I be honest? I moved around a lot when I was in elementary school, a couple of times. And I don't know where I seen it or where I got the idea from, but basically every single home I went to, I would always look in all the closets, looking under
To this day.
whatever, like, no, but I would want to look inside to see if I found another room, like a hidden room,
Like
a little,
Narnia?
like a secret little hideout. Yeah. So sadly, I never got that in my life, but basically, yeah, I would go ahead and do that. That was always my thing. That's something I've always wanted in a house, just to have something secretive. And so basically, what I wanted to go ahead and talk about, because this guy is fucking lucky. It makes me want to go dig out my dad's garden and shit. Basically it's some man, a Turkish man. He was chasing one of his chickens through this hole in his basement, and like he was like renovating his house or something like that. And basically, I guess the chicken like ended up leading him to an abandoned underground Turkish city, a whole ass city that could have housed almost 20,000 people under his house. A whole ass city. Like, it's insane.
I'm not gonna lie, if I found some shit like that, I wouldn't tell nobody. Fuck
I was
that.
thinking the exact same thing, to be honest. So basically, he knocked down a wall, to go ahead and try to get his fucking chicken, because the chicken, I guess, didn't come out. So he knocked down a wall, and then that's how he ended up finding it. It's called the city of Elengubu.
That's where Google was made.
Known today as Durnikuyu. Durnikuyu, I don't know. It was more than 280 feet beneath the central Anatolian region of Kappa. Guys, I'm really fucking this up. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it has 200 smaller, separated underground cities that were discovered in recent decades, Turkish guides told the BBC. I like the BBC. That's what it says, the BBC. So basically, he found one big ass city that led to 200 smaller cities. 200 smaller cities. So, what the fuck? And
imagine if we're homeless here in Vegas, like how they're all living under the city.
They
They're
have
like,
they
bro, we
the
got
shit
our
going
own
down.
city. Like,
there's literally like, it has pictures of it. It has tunnels. There's staircases that go down. I'll go ahead and insert clips here, guys, if you want to see that shit, or pictures, I guess. There's staircases that look smooth as fuck, to be honest. There's literally a fucking drain from what it looks like. There's light bulbs. I don't know if you put them in though in after. There's tunnels. It's pretty fucking insane, to be honest. The fact, like you said, I would have not told nobody shit. I would have not.
the first thing I would do was loot.
It looks pretty empty from what it looks like, but
I
then
don't
again,
give a
you don't
fuck.
know.
You loot.
200 cities worth? Fuck yeah, you loot. You go Indiana Jones on that bitch.
Oh God. Honestly, at that point, if anything
I would
ever
low-key
goes
be
bad,
scared though.
oh fuck yeah,
Imagine there's people that are still down there, and then they're just like,
caveman.
what are you doing down here? Some shit. Ooh. They survive off like anything that's down there, like worms or some shit.
If I was
Or
turkey,
plants.
if I was out there, I would pull out like a bow and arrow.
They're eating his pollitos that go down there.
Oh God, imagine.
Imagine how many turkeys he's lost. And he's like, dude, where the fuck do our chickens? I mean, where the fuck are my chickens? And
he
then
gets down there.
they're like all in
are.
the little room. They all have their own room and shit down there. They're all like beep 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 beep. Fucking over here having a little hotel and shit. But so you wouldn't tell nobody?
Hell nah.
Me either.
As soon as shit goes down and I know that I have that layer, I would tell like a certain amount of people, like, yo, I got a whole ass city.
200 cities. 200
anything
plus. Oh.
that is valuable that you have right now, give it up, and I'll let you join my city.
That's crazy. The fact that he really told people though, that's insane. Like, imagine his neighbors just start breaking down shit and they're like, ooh, me too.
Oh God. Imagine he fucking breaks in and it's like an old like Western time vault and shit. So he doesn't find anything other than the actual vault because he can't get out. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Still wouldn't tell nobody.
What would you guys do if you guys found this in under your homes? Or if you guys do have something like that in your home where it's like a secret room or something, let us know. That sounds pretty cool.
Don't let us know unless
you're gonna let me go see it.
Yeah, no, don't let us know unless that's your guys' safe room type shit. But if it's not and you guys do have a city and you guys want somebody to help you guys look for shit, I'm down.
That's cool. That's cool. I would totally keep that shit to myself. I don't know why he had to open his mouth. Dude, you would have never been homeless no matter what.
Honestly, like, you lose the value to your house, but you still use it.
I'm going downstairs then, bitch. Fuck you.
Oh my, imagine if a kid found that shit and their parents were like, as long as you live under my roof, you live by my rules. Bitch, I got a whole city. Fuck you mean? I'm the emperor.
Okay.
Oh God.
He's still under their roof though.
Hell nah. He has 200 cities down there. He can be under anybody's roof.
I see what you're saying.
The neighbors adopted me yesterday.
I wonder, that's crazy. I wonder if they will find shit down there. That's kind of scary.
That's kind of cool, actually. That really is, because imagine, like, the stories that are lost down there.
Imagine the bodies buried down there.
Imagine you accidentally find your dog down there. Like, bitch, you didn't bury me. You threw me downstairs.
Imagine they do the whole chuck him down, and they're like, why did it sound like he fell? All right, let's go ahead and go into our second segment. our dreams. What this dream segment is, we go ahead and talk about any dreams that we've had in the past that have stuck with us, or any recent dreams that we have had. So, do you have a dream for this week?
No.
I'm gonna keep it. How about y'all?
Surprisingly.
Me either. So if you guys would like to go ahead.
You said a dream that has stuck with you. And I know you have dreams that stick with you.
I don't. I've said them all. Yeah, I've literally told everybody all my dreams that stuck with me.
Alright, let me keep it real with y'all. Story time. So one that has kept like stuck with me is kind of like, so basically we were living where we all live as of now. So I was living at my mama's house. And I remember just going outside, and you know how every fucking TV show is like the levitating cows?
What the
It's
fuck
like
are
when
you
the
talking
when the
about?
aliens come, they fucking always get a cow.
Oh, okay. I was like, what fucking cartoon are you watching?
So basically, like, I seen the cows like start levitating up, and I live on a ranch, you guys. And I seen the cows like start levitating, and I was like, oh shit, like it's an invasion. Tell me why the fuck like they disappear
In
everywhere.
middle of the air?
Yeah, like disappear.
Okay.
So I start freaking out. I'm running back home, and like it's one of those dreams like you know you're supposed to be closer than you are, but it keeps going further away.
Those are so scary. I hate that.
Dude, so I start freaking the fuck out, and I'm like, okay, so like I'm not supposed to go home. What the fuck am I supposed to do? And like as I'm over here thinking and shit, all of a sudden like all the fucking cows are out. And instead of them being like on 4 legs, they can stand on 2 legs.
Yeah. They're walking towards you?
Yeah, like no, just walking like around me, and I'm like, dude, like
Okay.
what the fuck
Like
is
little
going
NPCs.
on? So I start fucking still trying to get home because I'm like, okay, this ain't right. So as I'm running, like you know how in the back of my house there's that little bridge.
Okay.
I'm like, if I can't make it home, I'll make it to my grandma's house. And I went on that bridge, and it washes out right under me. So like as it washes out, I fucking get help from somebody, and I don't know who they are. At that moment, like I have water in my face and shit, and like they drag me out, and all I remember it being was my uncle as a cow though.
Oh, hell no.
And I was like, dude,
like in some back of the barnyard shit?
Yeah, like everybody just turned into a cow other than me. And I was like, yo, like what the fuck? And like all of a sudden I just like remember seeing like beaming red eyes, and all the cows like started to try to fucking kill me. So I was like, fuck, like I was running and shit. I remember like somehow I made it to Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, like I made it
Vegas
here.
is like an hour away, so he ran that fast.
Like I made it to Vegas and I couldn't make it home.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Your mom locked the door because you were out too late.
So finally, once I get into Vegas, like everything here is just overran by other animals. And I ended up getting like stabbed by a cow, but I forgot like if it was like on top of the strat or something, that he like ended up like finding me like the king bull and stabbed me, and like we fell.
You guys fell from up there?
Yeah, like all I remember was just splattering.
Okay. So I guess that was a dream. I don't know why or how. Like I would get it if you would have watched some shit like back in. Well, I guess because you live by there, that's why it's like something that was crazy. Because you know how I say you dream about something that like you watch or something before you go to sleep.
Right.
Maybe. Well, yeah, it was because the cows were outside. Were you scared of the cows after that?
Mm-hmm. I've always kind of have like
I'm watching you.
Yeah, like because they do watch you, but not really scared of them. No.
Okay. Do their eyes turn red or something like when you record them, like a dog?
I had never recorded a cow. Now you got me thinking.
Watch it just charge you. It's like woof. Okay, guys. So you yourself can go ahead and go to the Google Forms in the bio and put your dreams in the Google Forms. It's 100% anonymous, and we will go ahead and read it out here on the podcast so we can share with this great group of bitches. So please go drop a dream in the Google form. All right. So let's go ahead and play. It's not a little game, but you've heard me listen to stuff like this. It's called Am I the Asshole? You've heard this, right? You've heard it with me before. So basically with this, it's a subreddit. With this Am I the Asshole, it basically has somebody giving their little 2 cents of a story, and they want to ask us if they are the asshole or if they are not. All right, so I have a couple picked out for us today. And hopefully it gets us to be a little controversial with each other and disagree. Okay, this one says, am I the asshole for telling my parents the only way I will let them meet my son is if they give me their dog to put down?
Yes. Fuck yeah, you are. That's fucked up. Oh, wait, no. Unless there's something wrong with the dog, but if not, then yeah, you're fucked up.
You see, that was my thing too. I was like, no way, you're not the asshole. Because it's like maybe they want their dog to live with them forever. But meantime, this poor little guy's like,
Yeah.
he can't fucking be here no more. He's like, please put me out of my misery. So let's go ahead and, before we even read anything, are they the asshole?
Yes. Unless it's like a fear because of the dog attacking that baby.
Okay.
But you're still an asshole.
All right. I can't necessarily give my 2 cents because I already read it. All right. So basically it says, am I the asshole for telling my parents the only way I will let them meet my son is if they give me their dog to put down? So I did not in any way want to harm my parents' dog. That's how it starts off. When I left for university, I had to leave my dog behind with my parents. I was the last kid out of the household and they liked their empty nest. To make sure it was super empty, they put my dog down. She was a 6-year-old Bagel Basset cross in perfect health. I had rescued her. I got a job to pay for her food and her vet. Before I left, I had to quintuple. Before I left, I had to quintuple check with my parents that they were okay taking care of her while I was at school. They were not. They told me she got out of the yard and was hit by a car. I found out the truth from my brother and I cut them off out of my life. They killed my best friend. My friend from high school had offered to take care of her, but I didn't want to have her get attached and then I would have to fight to get my dog back. I honestly thought I could trust my parents. It's been 8 years since I talked to them. They were not invited to my wedding and I do not attend any family gatherings where they are. I have a 3-month-old son now with my husband. My brother and his family went over to meet him and he asked me if I'm ever going to forgive my parents and I said no. My mom contacted me and asked what it would take for me to forgive them and let them meet their grandson. They have a French bulldog puppy. I said that if they give me their dog so I could put it down and I would forgive them. She said I was being ridiculous and that was not going to happen. I told her she cares more about a dog than her family, which is what she always accuses me of. My brother says I'm being an asshole, that they made a stupid mistake, but it should be forgiven. I'm never going to get over it.
Period.
So,
bitch.
Is she the
Period.
asshole or not the asshole?
Never mind. I was wrong on you, homegirl.
She's the asshole?
No, she's not.
She's
I
not the
said she
asshole?
was at first, but now she's not. Hell nah. I would do
Okay.
the same thing. Fuck yeah, you got me twisted.
I wouldn't necessarily say so I could put your dog down, but I'd be more like, I'm either keeping your fucking dog
Nope.
or you're getting me a new dog.
I'm letting that bitch run out in the street and you're gonna see how it looks like.
Okay, so I honestly, she even said, I do not in any way want to harm my parents' dog. I think she just wants to get them to fold just so she can get that satisfaction. I don't really think she's trying to put the dog down, huh?
I think it was more like a life lesson to their parents because it's like she said at the end. She always accuses me of putting a dog before the family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to be rude or anything or like.
My man said, I do.
PETA, don't come after me because I don't mean to harm any animal or anything, but I would rather give up an animal than a family member in some circumstances, you know?
Oh.
So it's like you're really not you're not even thinking about giving your animal up to see your grandson. Like that's a baby that it's your grandson, you know?
I think it is still pretty ridiculous though.
Hell no. Because like you said, you never know if she's going to be like, okay, I'm going to put it down, or if she just wants that satisfaction of like, see how that fucking feels like. Now you don't have
to
a dog.
actually put down their dog?
Yeah, like maybe she doesn't even put it down, like gets rid of it.
Okay, honestly, if she puts the dog down, she's an asshole. If she doesn't put the dog down, I think she's not an asshole. But if her true intention is to really put the dog down, she's an asshole. Because that poor thing didn't do shit to you.
That's contemplated murder right there.
So, I'm 50-50. It depends. Need more context, to be honest. But, That's fucked up. The fact that the parents were just like, no, let's kill this shit. Like, that is so fucked up. Can you get a dog put down for no reason? Like, just take it and be like, hey, we want to put this dog down.
I think so.
Okay. That's fucked up. Ranger, cover your ears. You can't hear this. All right. Here's another one. Am I the asshole for forcing a customer to clean up the bathroom after he destroyed it?
Fuck no. Fuck no. I would do the same thing if I was working at like a retail store or something like that. If you do something disgusting, I ain't cleaning that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
You better have enough fucking manners to go in there, especially because it's not that hard to keep a bathroom clean. Like, use it, clean your hands. If you leave like raindrops or water drops on the floor, whatever.
Is that what you guys call it? Raindrops?
No, but my brain had a brain fart.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, if you leave it disgusting, like throwing the toilet paper everywhere, using the restroom where you're not supposed to, like on the floor and shit, or throwing it on like the walls and shit, you're gross. Fuck you.
Okay. So, not the asshole?
No,
Okay.
fuck no. I'll call the cops.
I-29M, male. I-29M, work at a convenience store. My manager is out sick and his wife is on maternity leave, so I ran the store until manager gets back. A regular customer came in yesterday and asked where the toilet was. I pointed out and he said thank you, might be a while. The way he said it gave me a bad feeling, so I waited by the door as he got out. I held my nose and told him to wait here because if the stall was in bad condition, he was going to be the one cleaning it up. I went in and it was on the handle, the seat, and the tank and the wall. It smelled like rotting eggs and dog poop. I walked out, went to the back of the store, grabbed the cleaning supplies. I gave them to him and told him either you clean up that or never come back. Unbelievably, he actually started cleaning since he explained there were no other grocery stores within walking distance. A customer saw that and said I was out of line. Am I the asshole? He did a great job and the whole thing was clean in only half an hour. I gave him a $5 gift card equivalent to half of our hourly wage. I asked my family and they basically told me to be glad to not have to deal with worse things like homeless people and criminals.
Fuck
So
no.
basically, I think they called him an asshole, his family.
Fuck no. That's disgusting. Like
I
I
don't
said,
think he's the asshole either. And he still gave him a gift card.
yeah, exactly.
Even the man said, I know, I'm sorry. Like,
it's not even it's not even a I am sorry. Like, that's disgusting.
right?
How the fuck do you manage to get it on the walls, on the handle?
I'm not gonna lie, like when I was like having my stomach issues before my surgery, this might be TMI. My stomach was so fucked up to where if I threw up hard enough, something else was coming out the other end. But even when that was happening, I never shit on the wall. I never basically had it to where shit didn't land anywhere else other than the toilet. And that was bad. It was super fucking bad.
I feel like you have to like really try to do it. Because it's like the door handle on the stall is way further away than the actual wall next to the
Even
fucking
then, it's
toilet.
like, let's say you did get shit on your hands while you're wiping yourself. You couldn't just grab more toilet paper and wipe it. Like, clean your hand.
Like, no, that shit's just disgusting.
The
Even if
fact
you
that
have diarrhea or anything, like,
the fact that he really just, he's all like, you better stand right here and wait. And he actually did.
well,
It's funny to me.
like he said, it must be like a small town because he said walking distance and they don't deal with homeless people as much. So, like, I
and
believe it'd be like a
criminals.
small town.
Mm.
But still, it's like, imagine after that being known as the guy who left the bathroom like that.
So, not the asshole?
No, fuck no. I'd do
I
the
think
same.
you're not the asshole. Okay. One more?
One more.
Okay. Am I the asshole for being hurt, disappointed, and angry that my sister got married without telling anyone and doesn't want a wedding now even though it would be free?
Yes.
She's asshole for being
Yeah.
hurt? Okay. My sister, 30F, 30 female, got married to her husband, 30M, without telling anyone about it. He won a second prize in a raffle at his job and the prize was $500. He bought 2 wedding bands and asked my sister if she wanted to get married. She said yes, of course, and they used the rest of the prize winnings to pay for the marriage license and the other fees at City Hall, and then go out for a dinner. Then they went home and back to work the next day like nothing happened. They didn't tell anyone what they were doing. There were not even any photos beyond a couple they took themselves. They told me 29F and my parents and other family members that they were married over Thanksgiving dinner. They had gotten married on the Friday before Thanksgiving Monday. We were all in shock, complete shock. They were not even engaged. Her husband won the prize on Wednesday and they were married by Friday. They said that they wanted to tell us in person. We were the first to find out. They don't have any social media to announce on, and they didn't wear their rings to dinner. They said that they were going to tell the rest of the family and all their friends the following week, and then her husband's family when they visited them in November. His family lives on the other side of the province. My sister and her husband live halfway between us and them. My sister and her husband are both working on Christmas, so they are visiting his family before then. It has been a month since they announced that they got married. I still can't get over it. My parents said if it was about money, they would be happy to pay for their wedding. In our culture and her husband's, both his and our family are Italian, weddings are important. My sister said no, even though that they wouldn't be paying for it. She also said no to having a reception for her and her husband. We are all hurt and disappointed. I'm disappointed she didn't have a ceremony and a reception. I would have been a bridesmaid. None of us can believe that she did this without telling us. They visited her husband's family last week, and she said none of them cared that the 2 of them got married without telling anyone, but I find that hard to believe. They didn't even bother to dress up and only took a couple of photos. None of them are wedding at all. Am I the asshole here? I am so hurt and disappointed. My whole family is. We are hurt. She didn't tell us and missed out on having a wedding for her. There was no kind of fighting or engagement between us and her husband, or estrangement between. Okay, sorry. There was no kind of fighting or estrangement between us and her husband, and we all got along. So this is out of nowhere. It's been over a month and I can't go over it. Am I wrong? Are we wrong? I think y'all are assholes.
Yep. Period.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I don't even know if you take it rude or not. I don't give a fuck if you're Italian. If that's like your shit and Italians, like I respect it or whatever. But if not, everybody wants to like go with traditions, or like basically like oh, if you're Christian, we have to do certain Christian stuff. Like it leads to the same shit. Like if they don't want to do it, they don't have to. People can make their own traditions. That's the whole point of marriage, making things your own way.
I think the fact that they don't want to, like, you don't know if they aren't comfortable with who's gonna be there. Like being in a wedding, like drama. It's so much shit that goes on with actually planning a wedding, having a wedding, even if you
maybe
don't have to plan
because
it.
Like for Italians, they, like she said, we take it very like serious and extreme. Like maybe they're minimalists and they're like, you know what, we don't want that.
Yeah, like some people don't really want a big party. Some people don't want to get married and have a bunch of people there. Like they can have a low-key wedding and it's completely fine. Like,
so basically these people eloped, and that's exactly what I want to do. I would want to elope. And she said no reception, no wedding, even if it's paid for. Honestly, if it's paid for, I might fuck around and do it. But no, my goal is to elope.
Lily, you heard it here first. You better sponsor that shit.
Period. And Wingstops. We can have wings at the wedding. Oh fuck yeah.
If you guys don't know, Vegas is one of the cities where you can get married through a drive-thru. We're going to hit the drive-thru, get married by Elvis Presley, and have Wingstops after that.
All right, so, not the asshole? I mean, you are the asshole. Sorry.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's not the asshole at all, because it's like, it's something.
No, the sister's the asshole. The sister in the family.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Even though it's a tradition, like, I get it. There's some traditions, but if somebody wants to go a different route, like, they should be able to.
Like, girl, you get married down.
For
the
real.
fuck? You're the same age. Get married. Get you a hubby. And then you have the wedding.
And
shit. Tell them to go even all out even more because they didn't pay for your sisters. So now you just get a bigger wedding. Relax. I think that's not fair. I think it's fucked up. They're more mad at them than happy for them. Because imagine, like, that's probably why they didn't want to have a wedding. Because if you guys still can't even be happy for them, even after they got married, like, there's nothing else you can do. Yeah, you want to pay for the wedding and shit, but they already got the main goal that they wanted, was to become one. So it's like, now you guys are being double the asshole by not being happy for them. And that's, like I said, maybe exactly why, because they see how their family acts. So they're like, no, let's just keep it special and intimate between me and you, as pure as can be.
And you don't know if the fucking guy, like, his family does something that your family doesn't like or whatever, you know?
Right? Because then at that point, it's just commending more to, like, the families instead of them. And then it's like, if they pay for it, I bet sure as hell they're going to want full control of that wedding.
Exactly. So I think it's just cooler.
I think it's cool that they, at least at the end, still told y'all. They really could have not told y'all shit. Honestly.
Be like 56 years later.
No, we're actually got married, guys. They're like, how come you guys are having 15 kids but you're not married? No, we've been married.
Isn't it bad to not have, like, kids in their wedding? What's that shit called?
Having them wedlock?
Yeah.
All my sisters and us are out of wedlock. My parents never got married.
Damn. Same.
Basically, yeah. So that was Am I the Asshole? I like that. That was fun. I really thought it was going to make us disagree a little bit more for some reason. At least I was trying to find some that would make us, like, battle. Maybe we could do this again so we can go ahead and fight.
I'm gonna keep on the run. I'm gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very last dime.
So I just want to ask couples, what's one thing you're thankful for about your couple?
One thing I'm thankful for is that he's different from the rest, and that the way that he treats me, I don't know how to say it.
Like princess treatment, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it.
So basically the question is, what is one thing that you're grateful for that she provides?
Her loving me, bro. Honestly, bro, I haven't felt loved in a minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I felt down before her, bro. She brought me up. You know what I'm saying? She brought my happiness back.
Sweet, thank you. Damn, that's deep.
Basically, I just want to ask couples, what's one thing you're thankful for about your boyfriend?
I'm thankful that he's very understanding and that he's always there for me. That's like, yeah.
Do you feel like he understands you sometimes, like when you don't even understand yourself in a way, like he could put what you feel in words kind of thing?
Yes, a lot. He helps me understand myself a lot.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So the question is, what is one thing you're thankful for about her?
I like that she's different. Like she actually takes time to understand shit from me, you know?
Oh, that's cool.
Like she said, she doesn't just brush me off like a lot of other girls do.
Right.
And like she's very sincere, you know?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
See, how long have you guys been together for?
I mean, we just started talking recently. Like we only have 3 weeks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but she's really nice, you know? Like I'm getting to know her and she actually seems really nice.
Hell yeah, sweet.
So basically, all I want to ask couples is, what's one thing you're grateful for about your partner?
Oh, everything. It's a lot, honestly.
What's your favorite thing? Maybe like the one thing that, like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna make this man my man.
Oh, it's just everything. Like, I've been with him 4 years already. Yeah, and he's done everything for me. I've done everything for him too. I think it's a very strong bond. Yeah.
Just basically like the compassion he gives you and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So basically the question is, what is one thing that you're grateful or thankful for about her?
How she takes care of me and she loves me. I could actually feel the love from her. And, I never felt that way about no one else, you know.
That's pretty cool.
And I don't even feel that way about my family too. So.
Oh, so it's a real genuine
it's a
love.
real genuine love. Yeah.
Damn, that's clean.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together for?
4 years.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
Since we're 14.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We're 17 right now.
Damn, so she's really like your high school love.
Yeah, she's turning 18 on the 25th.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I'm turning 18 on December 16th.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, so we've been kind of just, like, our whole relationship is back to back with her parents. Because her parents, at the beginning, she didn't want me, her parents didn't want her to be with me. But, like, slowly, little by little, they started letting me come over and everything. And they started, like, showing more love and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, bro.
Viva Las Vegas!
So that was a little twist on our regular segment. Sorry. That's called What Happens in Vegas. Usually when we do What Happens in Vegas, we ask couples what's one secret that they've never told their partner before, or what's something embarrassing you've never told your partner before. So basically, I didn't want to make nobody fight before the holidays, because most of the time we kind of see that we start a little fight. Not most of the time, but like what, 99, 98, 50?
Like 50%, yeah, around there. It's just some people do get mad. So I'd
Some
say
people
like
hide
60,
it too.
70.
So basically, we didn't want to ruin people's holidays, so we went with what are you thankful for about your partner? And I'm gonna keep it hot. This is my podcast, so I'm gonna keep it real. That shit was boring. I like the drama. I like the tea. I like the secretness. This is just like, yeah, we get it. Y'all love each other, whatever. But like I said, I didn't want to start no arguments. It seems like I most likely did. But what do you think?
I wanted it. Well, I liked it just because it is with the holidays, like
It's all mushy gushy.
Yeah, like
on some
especially
Hallmark
coming
shit.
like Christmas and shit started off on some good vibes, you know?
True, period.
It just seemed like the answers were a little bit repetitive. You know?
Can I it surprised me because the girls,
Why?
I feel like the guys were more emotional and deep and heartfelt, and the girls were just like yeah, they still gave their answer, but it didn't feel like as genuine as how the guys were trying to.
Yeah, no, they felt that love.
Like one girl, she was all like everything. I was like, okay, like
Bitch, be specific.
that's what I'm saying. Like this guy went into detail, so it's like, I don't know. Like I feel like if you really can't go into detail, like I don't know. I'm not gonna assume or anything, but it just was like,
I'm assuming if you can't think of the first thing that is really heartfelt, you don't love that person.
I don't know. I think it
Period.
literally for her, it was just like everything because he does everything for her. So in that case, you could have just said the stuff that he does for me. I don't know, but I don't know. With the girls, it for sure felt like it was. I feel like the roles in this world are reversed now. The girls are the dogs, and then the men are the mushy gushy, princesses.
I feel like they're becoming a lot more open to explaining themselves.
And girls are now like, I don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Honestly, because
That's
it's
what y'all
like,
get.
I don't know. Even when we do the secret one, like our secrets are the girls are usually like, oh yeah, I'm still talking to somebody else or I'm with somebody else, and it's
I
like,
feel like that's
damn,
both
playa.
people though.
Maybe.
PIMP. So, what do you think? Overall, how was this Thanksgiving? What happens in Vegas?
I liked it. I'm not gonna lie.
It was easier to get people to reply to us this time, guys.
It really was. Next time we're gonna get you guys on. What are you guys thankful for on Christmas except a twist?
What do you mean?
Then once we get them alone, we're gonna be like, psych. How many bodies have you gotten since?
Like trap them?
Yes.
We should do, you guys, give us some suggestions on what we should ask the couples during Christmas. Because I most definitely am not going to ruin somebody's Christmas. So give us little comment down below. Put in the Google Forms, in the bio, in the Instagram post, wherever. DM me. What do you guys think that we should ask couples for Christmas in the segment What Happens in Vegas?
What do you guys think couples in Vegas want?
Oh, okay. So, so that was our segment, What Happens in Vegas, with a little twist. All right. So I think we're done here. We're going to wrap it up. Do you have anything else that you want to? Oh, you know what? Okay. So the way we recorded this, we recorded one night, then we went to go do our couples, and now we're doing this another night. So, we have an update fuck you, Snoop Dogg, because he lied to us. Yeah, he did.
Oh, he ended up smoking again?
He's literally just making... It was all an advertisement stunt. You gave me a face like you did not just say that to Snoop Dogg.
Honestly.
He literally just did this whole thing for an advertising stunt that was basically... He said, I'm going smokeless because this new fire... Whatever the heck. It's like a fire pit, but it's smokeless. So I don't know if it's just a big-ass electric one, but... It was all a stunt. This fool's still smoking.
He's just not smoking smoke. He's smoking fucking atoms.
I don't know at this point, but this fool really made me was all like, you know what? I'm going to quit for Snoop Dogg too. I got this fool. I'm over here backing him up, trying to be like, don't fuck with the homie. No, he's fucking with me.
Fucked with my emotions.
Literally. So, do you have anything else?
I was about to put myself in rehab after that one. Like, hold on. If Snoop Dogg can do it and I can't do it,
it felt motivational for some reason. Like, he motivated me. Now it's just like, damn, imagine all the people that are like, fuck it, I'm going back to smoke it too. You know, there was some artists that literally had said, if he stops, I'm going to stop too then.
It's a wave. I mean, if Snoop Dogg can do it, it's just like if...
It literally is like, why can't I?
It's like if Cheech and Chong did it.
Sheesh.
Like, hold on. That's your whole thing, like, you know?
So, do you have anything to bring up before we end it off here?
I'm still going to smoke one for Snoop Dogg, just like I said earlier in the episode. Not going to lie.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Go on that walk for me. What?
I'm sorry for interrupting you.
It's okay. Invite us to your Thanksgiving walk. I'm about to go buy myself some edibles, or if not, we gonna get crazy.
If you guys are the older cousin at the party, invite the little homies too. Come on now, be the good older role model.
So, yeah, guys, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Just want to say, happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and if you guys have some dry ass turkey in advance, I'm sorry, but I hope something on that table was pretty good. And if you are not fortunate enough to have something on Thanksgiving, just know you're fortunate enough to have whatever is around you and whatever wakes you up at the beginning of your day. So, yeah. If you guys...
Yeah. And if Lily's mom is hearing this, you got 24 hours to make that pozole.
Bring that shit to my house. I'm just saying. If not, I'm pulling up. So, guys, other than that, happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, and then it's happy Friday. So, yeah, other than that, I think we're good. So, yeah, this is Sin Vergüenza, and basically, if you guys would like to go ahead and drop your dreams so we can read them out loud on the podcast, the Google form is in the bio. If you guys have a secret, drop that shit in the Google Forms. If you guys have a confession, drop that shit in the Google Forms. If you guys want to put your 2 cents in about this episode, comment down below. Go ahead, drop that shit in the Google Forms if you want to. Hit the DM. If you guys would be very, very, very kind on this Thanksgiving and go ahead and rate this shit 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Drop a review, like, comment, share, subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Spotify. Everything in any platform that you guys ask, it is there. So other than that, am I missing anything for my outro? Am I tripping?
I don't think so.
Go to the Google fucking Forms. Please drop something. 100% anonymous. If you go down to the Spotify episode, you can go ahead and find an extra question right there. Those I can't see who puts those in, but it'll still stay just between me and I and you. So go ahead, answer that question as well if you like. It's just a little extra interactiveness that we can go ahead and do. If you guys go to the Instagram, you'll find everything that you're looking for right there. Other than that, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and peace out, you great group of bitches. No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa de papel.